Hey guys, what is going on? It's GMXV1. Got a few articles today. Also, there's gonna be a video at the end of gameplay of UFC. I'm gonna give you a quick review on that and what I think of it, and about this tournament, what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start off with the Xbox One. Manages to top multiple Japanese retailers' bestsellers charts on its pre-order debut. So if you thought the Xbox One would do terribly on its Japanese debut, there are signals that this might not be the case. Yesterday morning, the console was made available for pre-order on several Japanese retailers, and it actually managed to top the charts on multiple of them. The most relevant data comes from Yodobashi Camera, which is one of the biggest electronic retailers in Japan, and is also pretty much seen as the go-to place for gamers to buy a new console. The Day 1 edition with the Kinect and 2 games shot to number 1 shortly after the pre-order was made available, and it's still holding fast now, while the Kinectless version is in 4th place. Unfortunately, the other major electronics chain, Bic Camera, does not provide a chart ordered by popularity. So on Amazon Japan, the Day 1 edition with Kinect and 2 games managed to hold the top spot for quite a while, before being overtaken again by the 3DS version of Super Smash Bros. The Kinectless version has been stable on 3rd place since. Currently, they're 2nd and 3rd. On Rakuten Books, the Day 1 edition was first for several hours before being overtaken by Freedom Wars. The Kinectless version shown a weaker performance, peaking in 5th place, and is now currently in 8th. So not too surprisingly, the most popular Xbox One games are Forza Motorsport 5. As you know, Japanese gamers love racing games, and the Forza series is definitely popular. That peaked in 4th place and is now in 5th on Yodobashi and Amazon, and while it held 3rd place for a while on Rakuten. While the console isn't sold out, even just reaching that result in Japan is no small feat for an Xbox console. Just to bring an example, Infamous Second Son, that sold over 35,000 copies in its first week, didn't even come close to topping the charts when it was made available for pre-order. So most probably we aren't going to see a first day explosion of PS4-like proportions, but the Xbox One seems to be set to make a very decent debut in Japan. So also, Japanese developers pledged their support for Xbox One, new exclusive games and ports announced. So during a press conference held at the Akihabara UDEX Theatre in Tokyo, Microsoft just finished explaining its strategy to set a foothold in Japan for the Xbox One, and quite a few Japanese developers stepped on the podium to pledge their support for Microsoft's new console. Sega's Toshihiro Nagoshi, well known for the producer of the Yakuza series, was the first to speak, pledging his will to work on the console and on Windows as well. He was then followed by Square Enix's Shinji Hashimoto and Capcom's Yoshinori Ono, who talked about how Dead Rising 3 leverages the unique capabilities of the Xbox One. So as you know, we got all these devs now in Japan who are going to support the Xbox console, which is good news for us. Battlefield 4 fans, the latest expansion will be set across 4 Asian cities. Drainable lakes, anyone? Some more details about Battlefield 4's Dragon's Teeth DLC emerged today, revealing its newest mode and map locales. Here's what you'll find inside the Dragon's Teeth DLC. 4 all-new multiplayer maps set in Asian cities. It's Lumpini Garden, Pearl Market, Propaganda and Sunken Dragon. 5 weapons, all new to Battlefield 4. Unlock a new gadget, a ballistic shield that blocks incoming bullets, a new battle pickup, the RAWR, a heavily armed, remotely operated ground vehicle. Link together capture points to win battle in the new chain link game mode. 10 new assignments with unlocks for each. So yeah, more DLC coming for Battlefield. And now here is my quick review on what I think of UFC for the Xbox One. Right, as soon as I got the game, it was a bit mind-boggling. I'm not a massive UFC fan, but with it being a new game, and it's like the Fight Night series, I thought, why not? I'll go and pick it up. Now the game itself is beautiful. The character models, the octagon, the crowd, the commentating, even the ring entrances when you walk into the ring. It is beautiful. It is next gen, as I say, next gen. In terms of next gen, it uses the Ignite engine, so you can tell with the face scans, the body structures, you know, the skin ripples when you punch in the stomach, facial expressions, sweat, blood. There's a lot of blood in it as well. Gameplay is good. It took me about, I'd say it did take me about 2 to 2.5 hours to get used to the actual gameplay, with the punches, the kicks, you know, the roundhouses, the blocking, takedowns. I'm struggling a bit on takedowns now, because it's when you go into the flow into a transition, and then it's like you've got to keep bashing the thumbstick, your right thumbstick left and right, and then there's like a counter meter to get you into a submission. You've got like a hexagonal shape where you've got to point the direction. You've got to try and escape basically out of it. I found that a bit tricky. I've still not mastered that yet, but I'm still learning that bit. It's got a good roster on it, a good lot of fighters on it. As you know, if you pre-ordered the game, you got Bruce Lee, or it is available. The Bruce Lee pack was available on the Xbox Live store for £4.79, which I purchased, and that gives you him in all the weight divisions. The career mode is good. I'm just getting used to the career mode now. I'm on normal there. I did try it on hard, but I've just kept getting knocked out all the time. You start off like, obviously low ranked. You start off like fighting nobodies, like the Ultimate Fighter. So obviously you go through rounds there to progress to win a contract with the UFC for a 6-figure contract, and then once you get signed up, you have various UFC fighters coming to the gym. You get new sponsors, so you get trained at the gym by these fighters, and then if you win your fights and you do the training good, you get attribution points, what you spend on your fighter. So your ranking will go up, your overall will go up. Obviously your speed, your punches, your punch power, your ground, your takedowns, your chokes, and everything like that. So I was on it for about 5-6 hours last night, and I did pretty good in career. I've only lost one. I think I've fought about 14 fights. So yeah, the career mode is good. It is interesting. It does get a bit repetitive. It does get a bit boring when you're going back to the gym to train. As I say, these UFC fighters come into your gym and train you. So yeah. So I mean, it's not a bad game at all. If you're into the fighting, even if you're into boxing, I mean, I'd definitely pick this up. It is worth a go. As I say, I'm going to be doing some tournaments, so I'm just getting my A game on with the actual game itself. So I will put a video out when I will be doing these tournaments live streaming. Now the online proportion of it is good. I've won 3 and lost 3. The reason why I've lost is to use Bruce Lee. So I went in welterweight, and I just, like, if it was the first 30 seconds, I just got knocked out off Bruce Lee. He's just ridiculously fast in the game. Yeah, so the first 3 fights I had, I was really buzzing, like, I'm thinking, yeah, you know, 3 wins here, let's go. And I got beat on the next 3. There's tournaments you can go in as well. Start off like a white belt and a purple belt and a black belt. Once you get to black belt, you can go for the UFC championships. Yeah, so it is good. The other down thing I've got is when you get into a fight online, 9 times out of 10 you'll last the first round, because you know you either knock them out or they'll knock you out or get you into a submission. You know, so yeah, it is good. As I say, I'm going to drop a video when I will be getting the tournaments going, not just on this game, Titanfall and all that as well. So that's it, guys. So thanks for watching. Keep it gaming, and peace out.